What a massive week for Telcoin. It is up significantly, right? We have been talking about this on the channel for years. I've been constantly giving updates on Telcoin, and now we're getting to a point where a lot of people are starting to recognize the potential for Telcoin moving forward. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button, and hopefully by the end of this video, you become a subscriber. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. We do have an event coming up for Telcoin on February 19th, which is providing an opportunity to earn more Telcoin. And so let's go ahead and take a look at Telcoin here, currently ranked number 97 out of all cryptocurrencies out there. And we can see out of the top 100 coins here, this is one of the highest earning coins over the last 7 days, right? Up 92.3%. And so Telcoin has made a massive move, and I still think we have a long ways to go, and I'm going to be explaining why that is. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this here. We have Telcoin that has been granted approval to open Nebraska's first digital asset bank. And so I talked about this in previous videos. Now Telcoin Bank is posed to become the first regulated bank in the United States with its upcoming launch to disrupt the $200 billion stablecoin market and transform financial landscape by offering full regulated bank-issued digital cash stablecoins, as well as an innovative suite of blockchain banking products and services. And so this will be massive once it launches. And I mentioned it before, I think a lot of people do not even recognize what Telcoin has been building over the last 4 to 5 years. And so let's go ahead and talk about that opportunity to earn more Telcoin. And so we have TAN IP1 that has been approved. This is starting February 19th, where stakers can mine up to 3.2 million of TEL every single week based on the Telcoin platform adoption. Now, first distribution of this is going to be February 26th. And so this is free to do. I recommend every single Telcoin holder to be doing this, as this is an opportunity here to earn more Telcoin. And so what exactly does this mean and how does it work? And so to get started here, you have to be using the Telcoin app. And so there is a link underneath the video. If you're interested, you can buy Telcoin on here, and you can also stake your Telcoin. To stake your Telcoin and use the app, you do need a referral code, and so that is listed right here. There's also going to be a link underneath the video. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the Telcoin application network here, explaining exactly what this is going to be used for. And so the Telcoin platform requires active application layer participation to achieve its vision of universal mobile-enabled blockchain services by implementing TEL issuance for stakers that are going to drive user adoption through staker referrals and foster an on-chain ecosystem aligned with natural market incentives. And so we can see here that they have a TAN Council safe balance of 194 million TEL, and they're going to be distributing 3.2 million TEL every single week. And so this is going to be taking place every Wednesday at midnight UTC. And so we can see here the eligibility for that. The 3 rules that you have to have it is that you have to be using the Telcoin application, you have to have entered another user's referral code within the application, and so I do have my referral code underneath the video. And then there's also a statement here that you have to be staking Telcoin through the application. And so this is a very easy way to be earning more Telcoin. And so depending on the number of users that are referred to this application, you can earn more TEL. And so let's just talk about how many people are staking right now. So they're talking about 3.2 million TEL. At the current price right now, it's roughly $40,000. And so Telcoin is going to be paying out $40,000 on a weekly basis. Well, the number of stakers right now on the Telcoin application is roughly 1,500. And so we can see when this launched back in December of 2022, we saw a significant spike here. However, this has been sitting relatively flat here right around 1,300 stakers, and now we're starting to see this tick back up. Right now it's right around 1,500 stakers. And so if we divide $40,000 divided by 1,500, we're looking at about $25 per person. And so that is going to depend on how many people have been referred to the app. Now you could be getting more than that, and you could be getting less. However, this is essentially free money just by using the Telcoin app and staking your Telcoin. And so in addition to staking, the amount that is being staked on the Telcoin app also has an impact on how much you can earn here. And so if you're staking less than 10,000 tokens, we're looking at a 15% referral rate. If you're staking 100,000 tokens, we're looking at 30%. If you're staking 1 million tokens to 5 million here, we're looking at a 34% referral fee rate. And so the more that you stake on the Telcoin app, the more that you can earn. Now, keep in mind, that if the price of Telcoin today doubles, well, instead of them giving out $40,000 every week, they're going to be giving out $80,000. And so, as I mentioned, there's only 1,500 people right now that are staking on the Telcoin app. And so, that is very small in comparison to the number of holders of Telcoin, right? The market cap's currently almost at $1 billion, and there's only 1,500 people staking. And so I think this number is going to continue to increase, and the earlier you are with staking on the Telcoin app, the better it is going to be. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the chart here for Telcoin. Now, I've been talking about Telcoin for a few years on the channel, right? We were talking about LB649 bill down here well before this pump back in 2021, and we saw the massive move up here to about 6.5 cents, which is the all-time high of Telcoin. Since then, it has pulled back. And I have been talking about Telcoin during this accumulation phase here over the last few years. I've been constantly providing updates on Telcoin with what they have been building and developing, and what is going to happen with Telcoin once they officially launch Telcoin Bank here over the next couple of months. And so I do think that this is going to go well above the past all-time high at 6.5 cents, right? We had LB649 bill, which allowed banking institutions to hold digital assets. However, we just got full bank approval here from Telcoin. And so once this does officially launch and this gets listed on more exchanges, we are going to see the volume spike up. Just take a look at the volume here back in 2021, right? We had a massive spike in volume, and this may be because of KuCoin, right? KuCoin was available to US users, and now it is no longer available. However, I do expect larger exchanges to list Telcoin in the future as more and more people become aware of Telcoin. We're seeing very large accounts on Twitter talking about Telcoin that have never talked about it in the past. And so we're going to start seeing that adoption take place, which is going to drive people to become curious about Telcoin moving forward. And then this is going to start getting listed on a lot more exchanges, which is going to drive the volume up and therefore drive the price of Telcoin much higher. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this as well here. If I take a look at the LB649 bill that we were talking about, right? This is the bill here back in 2021 when we saw the massive move on Telcoin. Well, if we take a look at this, we can see this was introduced by Senator Mike Flood in Nebraska. And this was passed here for the Financial Innovation Act in Nebraska. And so even today, Senator Mike Flood is still talking about Telcoin. And I think that is very bullish moving forward, right? He introduced this bill about 4 years ago now, and he's still mentioning Telcoin. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this video clip.
Has to be in a U.S. bank, and you issue a digital stablecoin.
Okay.
So let's say...
So we don't have these yet. There's no name, or is there a brand?
There are some stablecoins, but they're not appropriately regulated, and that's why you see a lot of people go offshore, like she mentioned, FTX, other places like that.
What's an example of a stablecoin? Sorry, I just want to, for the audience and myself, I don't even know what these are.
Oh...
I don't know that there are any brand name like stable coins.
Yeah, we don't really have them established. There's a company that's in Nebraska called Telcoin that's working through the system to try and create a stable coin.
And perhaps they're not established because there's no regulatory framework for them to establish into.
So we just heard it there, right? Senator Mike Flood has mentioned Telcoin and that they're working on regulations for a stablecoin. Now we just got news that they're working on establishing that. And I think once that is established, Telcoin is going to be the cryptocurrency that is meeting regulations and compliance. Every single step along the way over the last 4 years, they've been making sure that they are meeting compliance and regulations. And so I think that is very bullish for Telcoin moving forward. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. Also make sure to check out that link underneath the video to the referral link to the Telcoin app. As I mentioned, you need this code here to be able to stake Telcoin. And that is definitely something to be paying attention to, as this starts February 19th, and the first payment going out is going to be February 26th. And so, as I mentioned right now, there's only 1,500 people staking Telcoin. And so, with there being less people and them handing out about $40,000 of Telcoin at the current price, that could be an opportunity to earn more Telcoin. Thanks so much for watching and hope to see you in the next video.